All right, gang, BA here with your weekend update. Let's get right into it. All right, so as most of you know from the emails I send out, I'm on a mission. 40 some years of doing this, trading in the markets, being very, very active. I've never seen anything like crypto markets. So what I'd like to see is, because I believe it's such a game changer, I'd like to see as many people as possible get involved in the crypto space, whatever level they're comfortable with. So we're in the very, very early stages of what I believe is just going to be game-changing models for how business is conducted, how financial products are actually utilized, and we're just so early right now. It's just fascinating. So my thesis is, and continues to be, is that legacy investments, when I say legacy investments, I'm talking about your traditional 401ks that are indexed to the S&P 500, bond index funds, so forth and so on. The stock market per se. I believe those legacy investments are just going to be overtaken by blockchain technology. I don't see any other way of this thing shaking out right now. I also believe that Bitcoin is going to trounce the returns over legacy financial models, again, S&P 500 products, by a wide margin going forward. So I think some of you that are doing this, that get these emails, have already switched some of your retirement portfolios around Lone Wolf, and are doing quite well with that. So congrats on doing that. The third thing is I believe that strategies consisting of low cap crypto gems will absolutely trounce Bitcoin returns. That's what I'm hell-bent on proving. That's what I'm out to do. That's why I show you guys all these different strategies that I'm trading. They're designed for one thing and one thing only: to beat the returns of simply holding Bitcoin. Because if I can't do that with all the research and work, then why not just buy Bitcoin and just walk away and forget it and enjoy everything? So anyway, that's what we're out trying to do. So the fact that I want to see as many people get involved in the space, the fact that I believe that I can absolutely trounce Bitcoin returns with these low cap gems, is going to we're going to have a way to package all this up to try to help folks going forward. More on that in just a second. But there's so many innovative products coming out in the markets right now. It's just mind-boggling. I mean, this is just things that only have been introduced in the crypto market. I just staked the time token. I did a little initial starter position just to make sure it worked with like $600. Fees were nothing. I staked time token, and the APY on that, again, I'm going to get to that in just a second, but currently APY is 85,228% for the year. Again, I'm going to cover that at the end, but it's just mind-boggling. Nowhere else but in crypto can these things actually be entertained. Hey, but some exciting news, kind of what I was alluding to earlier, is in a couple of weeks, we're going to be announcing or launching the Blockchain Cartel. It's a service dedicated to really, like I mentioned, trouncing Bitcoin returns by offering subscribers a chance to follow along as we trade different portfolios and different strategies. So that's really it in a nutshell. The cartel will consist of myself, El Jefe, Diamond Hand Zach, and Jimmy Fatbags. So that's the cartel crew. All right, with that little intro, let's get right down to the meat of the matter here. I appreciate you entertaining that right there. So let's take a look at strategy number 2. Okay, strategy 2, again, I'll let you read this. Designed to beat the returns of simply holding Bitcoin every quarter. I started with $1,100 on 30 September. I can't add any more money. So anyway, this is the portfolio I currently have. These are the dates when I initiated the trades. Again, the portfolio started on 30 September. Here's our current P&L. We've got some closed out huge winners that are part of this right here. But what I want to draw your attention to is the graph. So you can see here the black is strategy 2. We're in drawdown just like everything else is right now. Orange line is, or yellow line's Bitcoin, and this is the S&P 500. All right, so we've been in a pretty bad 3 weeks. You know, Bitcoin's almost down. I think it touched 22% down. Stock market, that would trigger all kinds of economic fears, uncertainty, and just mayhem. Crypto markets, it's just a yawner. So 3 weeks of nothing but downside action, and look, guys, we're still up 87%. Now this was, I factored all this in yesterday on the lows. The markets right now are absolutely ripping. This portfolio right here currently, I didn't update it, but it has gone up by about 30% just overnight. So we're well north of an 87% return right now. But anyway, as of yesterday, bad conditions, low cap gems. We're up 87% since September 30th. Bitcoin, 29.04%. The S&P, 8.7%. That's really good for legacy products. But like I said, we're 10 times the return over the S&P right now. All right, so that's strategy number 2. And you can see here off to the side what each of the sectors what each of these symbols represent. All right, so this is strategy 3. Strategy 3 is just I am unencumbered by capital limitations. So that means as long as I have capital and an opportunity comes up, I can add this to this portfolio. All right, so here are our rules. You'll see there's a strategy 3 again. This is all the symbols I have. Again, we've taken some really big profits. Total invested over $9,000. Profit as of yesterday in the throes. I mean, on the lows of the move so far, and we were still profitable. We started this strategy 3 on 13 October. And you can see Bitcoin is down 5%. S&P is up 5% since 13 October. We're lagging the S&P right now, but I will tell you one thing: when this leg up, like today, we're gonna 10, 20, probably 30x the returns of the S&P. There is no doubt in my mind about that. These little gems are just waiting to percolate. We've got really good positions in some of the level 1s that are showing huge losses right now, but are going to bounce back hard. We'll talk about Poly here in just a minute. So both of these portfolios, strategy 2 and 3, I typically just focus on KuCoin altcoins. That's where the what I consider to be the altcoin universe is. And I can check with Kraken, Binance, Coinbase, all those. Nothing compares to KuCoin, so that's why I'm focusing there with all these picks. All right, so this is kind of what we did this week, Monday through Friday in strategy 2. I bought PMON at $13.90. It's a little bit less than that now, so it's a good entry point now. I may add some more this evening. So in strategy 3, I bought CHSB, LOCG, I bought all these right here. And Friday the pick of the week. I'm going to start doing a pick of the week on Fridays. It seems to be a very favorable time. Poly, which is in Coinbase Pro, I got that at 78 cents. It was ripping pretty hard this morning. So today I bought and staked time. So that's and that's not a typo. 85,228.5%. So all right, let's show you what we did here. Let me drag this over. All right, so what I did was, this is kind of how we did it. It's really easy. This whole process right here, it looks kind of hard, but once you set MetaMask up, which doesn't take long at all, this whole process to stake time, took me less than 5 minutes. I mean, it was just that easy. It's all done. You actually swap get the time and everything. It's on the AVAX Avalanche network. So the fees are next to nothing. It's not like doing a Uniswap trade on the Ethereum network. This is very, very user friendly. So anyway, this is kind of the steps that we followed. Here is the Wonderland app. So again, this is 85,000. It's now 356% because we just had a rebasing a couple hours ago. So I've already, even though when I staked mine there was 2 hours left, I've already increased the amount of memos I have. Memos is when you stake this, your times turn into memos. So that's kind of how they treat that. It's called memory. So anyway, I'm not going to go into the deep dive of this right here. I just wanted to bring this to your attention that there are multiple DAOs out there, DAOs, that are doing this. So Ian Bellina, Token Metrics CEO, smart guy, who publicly took $5,000 to over $5 million in 2017, built his company Token Metrics, fully funded it himself. He's calling these DAOs a glitch in the matrix. I can't think of a better way to describe these. So he's indicating that these DAOs could potentially be the next big thing after metaverse. He's watched him put large sums of money into this right here, and it's like anybody else. Nobody knows how long this is going to play out, but until it plays out, I'm going to take a part in it. So anyway, so how they get to this 85,356%, again, it's already gone up, is you're compounding your money every 8 hours. Every 8 hours this thing rebases. You get additional memos, and then that goes back into your account, which again is paid out at a 5-day rate, 9.688%. That's for 5 days. That's not for a year. That's a 5-day return. So that staking just continually gets rolled back in, and you continue to earn those high rates of return on higher amounts of memo. That's it in a nutshell. Now, the complexity is when you pull the skirt back and try to explain all this. So that's another video in and to itself. But anyway, I wanted to bring you this. Easy to do, took me 5 minutes, very, very little fees. And I'm watching it. I'm going to probably watch another staking. I'm going to let it get through a full 5-day rate. And then I will probably, more than likely, I'm going to put more money into this right here. You can't let this pass you by. So Again, you only want to put as much money in this as you are willing to lose, because hey, all this stuff does not have the test of time behind it right now. So we don't know how long this is. But let's say that the API goes down continues trending down 6 months from now, and you're only making, say, 10,000% a year. I mean, are you really going to hate that? Yeah, I don't think so. Anyway, that's kind of it right now for the DAO. Let me go over some things that I think you need to watch. All right, so here we've got moving into the market. So this is Bitcoin. We've had a 22% pullback in the market. You see that right there. So that's within expectations. 2 weeks ago I sent an email out and said there were going to be multiple 30% pullbacks, and be prepared for them. It's just going to happen between now and time we get to the top. You can see right now we have the market's just absolutely on a tear right now. These are just regular crypto. A lot of these I have in my hodling portfolio. RLC, if RLC can break back above that 585 and close back up there strong, yeah, I mean, these things will run back up to their highs. There's no, I mean, you guys saw Shiba Inu do it. You've seen a dozen of these things do. This is a very good basing pattern right here. You want to see that just as an example. Let's take a look at what I call my AI list. See what's at the top. Yeah, we've got Tower, we've got Dot. I will probably add some more to Dot today. This is the leverage product. I've got Sol3 leverage product. Probably add more to that. Here's one that's MOVR. You can get on KuCoin. It's a parachain potential auction winner for Polkadot. If something like that would happen, this is a top runner. This thing will absolutely rip to the upside. It's been basing for a while right here. I keep adding to this one in strategy number 3. So we'll see. That's a good one to keep on your list as a potential add if you're interested. All right, so let's go to the gaming. Sea Wars. Yeah, that one's coming back. We got in on that one at about $2, somewhere there. G Swap. Yeah, we got in way back in the basing pattern back here. So that one's ripping really nicely. AOZ. Yeah, we're up good on that one. We're up monstrously on UOS. We got in way back in here on this one. So that one's up nicely. But what I want to draw your attention to are the two. Yeah, they're actually right next to each other. Super at 171 is a good entry point to it for an add or a new position. Again, NetVark is running up right now. I wouldn't let that one run too far. I will probably add a little bit to this one, add a little bit to Super. Those are Supers in my hodling portfolio. NetVark is in my strategy 3. So let's see what else we have here that might be YGG. Let's change that over to all right. So YGG, these are all gaming metaverse type tokens. Hasn't ramped yet. Has tried. Hey guys, when the tide runs, everything's going to go up on this stuff right here. So YGG is an entry today. Again, none of this is investment advice. Not a financial advisor. This is just how I look at things. Pokemon, not Pokemon, but Polychain Monsters. Another one that's I got into, it's a little bit less than what I purchased it for, so this will probably be another ad for me at this range. I have no problem adding to these. I like these basing patterns here. Again, my thought is that all of these things are going to rip higher, as we move on. So the only other thing that you can look at on KuCoin are these leveraged ETFs. These are just absolutely phenomenal. So, look at AVAX. You think AVAX is not going to make it back up to its high probably within a week? Yeah, I can't tell you to buy stuff like this, but man, this is insane. All right. Sol, I already shown you that one. I think getting back up here is a lead pipe cinch. Same thing for DOT, lead pipe cinch. Now timing, I just don't know when it is. We don't know if December is going to just be a rip your face off rally or not. But Bitcoin 3L, let's. All right, so Bitcoin 3L, yep, that one's down there. Yeah, you definitely, this one has a lot of potential. If definitely back up to the highs, so 3x, easy, I think. What else do we have in here? Why is Luna not in there? Luna 3L is a big one. Let's add it right quick. Yeah, I've got this one in my hodling portfolio. So Luna is, I mean, will it make it back up here? Yeah, I don't know, but that's, possible. All right, guys. Hey, listen, that's all I've got. I didn't cover stock market stuff. Anything, I will say that I'm trying to roll my XBI position out to January. I'll try hard next week to get that all rolled out. Give us some more time with that. Anybody that may have followed along with the biotech trade. Other than that, hey, have a good weekend. This is BA signing off.